Yo, 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 what's happening? Q Ski in the building. What's up, baby?
Mighty Thor, what's going on, man? Back at it again, man.
Hey,
All
man,
this,
back at it again,
Okay.
baby. Let's go. Let's
For sure,
go.
for sure.
Let's go, man. Running around like a crazy person, man. Just getting home, man. I got my Raider blinked out shirt on for Christmas.
Christmas time.
You know what I'm saying? I got my Raider Christmas hat on. Happy holidays, man. Happy
Yeah, happy
holidays,
holidays
man.
to you,
Happy
man. Happy
holidays,
holidays to
bro.
everybody in the chat.
You know, hey, I made
Man.
sure in this because the Raiders love to give wins away, bro. We love to give wins away, man. I
Right.
hate to say it, but
Very,
it's
very
true.
giving.
Very
Yeah,
giving,
very
very
giving.
giving, very giving, man. You know, man, Vega in the
Man, dude,
building.
what can you say, bro?
What's up,
I said, what can you say, man? We was out there. We tried to bring it in, man.
bro? We
We tried to
tried,
bring that
bro.
W back home on Thursday, man. It was,
Bro, we bro,
man, that was crazy.
we tried, bro.
Put
Hey,
my
that
drink
that
on
it
that.
really threw me off all week too. The Thursday game really threw me off all week. I don't know about you. I know you was out there. We was out there. We was out there. But all week I've been like, wait, what day is it again? Because I'm so used to Sunday being football, and I'm like, wait, ain't it like Thursday? And I'm like, wait, no, 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 it's only Monday. Um, but bro, dude, that game just hurt us, Q. I know we was, bro. I just after when we was kicking it, bro. That was one of the most baffled I ever been. I remember we was just sitting at the bar or whatever at the hotel,
Right.
like we almost couldn't even talk, bro.
Yeah, that's probably the least me and you sat next to each other and not said much.
Bro, bro,
I
bro.
mean,
That shit was crazy, bro. That shit was crazy, man. Um, Hey, Saul in the building, smoked out. My brother stay smoked out. Anthony Estrada, what's happening, baby? Glad you done came, found our channel, and you here, my brother. Vega in the building, as always. Love you out there in the East Coast, repping hard and shit.
for sure,
Um,
appreciate all the support, man.
for sure, we do, for sure, man. I mean, we need support as Raider fans,
Dude,
bro.
seriously,
Dude,
almost like a therapy group.
yeah, pretty much. This is
Yeah,
what this
yeah,
is, bro. This is what this is, man. We the Red Nation Drinking
yeah.
Club, so I'm sipping on a little something here. I got some rum that the homeboy from back in New York done brought me, man, some really good rum. I got a couple beers down there. I got a stogie I'm waiting to light up in a second.
For sure. Yeah, I'm on some whiskey, man. Just getting
Oh,
off, getting to the house, man.
I hear you. I hear
You
you.
know,
I don't even know what to say, man. I don't. We know me. We know I'm a Kardashian. Um, you know,
sometimes.
I know people who are Kardashians, and I ain't mad either way. I'm a Raider fan first and foremost.
Period.
That's all that matters. Period. Point blank. We've been doing this shit way long before Derek Carr came around, so it don't matter to us to that extent. Um, the defense, everything needs help, Q. Everything
Everything.
needs everything,
Because
bro.
the hurtful part about it is, man, we've always talked about the offense, but that game, for us to only be up 13-3 at the half, it just it didn't feel good. It was nice to be up at the half, but it just when you looked at the yardage totals and all, when you watched it, it just we should have been up 20 at least.
At least, bro. At least. I mean, Saul was talking about the play calling is killing us. We get a lead, we play. To some extent, yes. This last game was just weird to me. Like we complain that you're not running enough, but at the same time, you ain't getting Devontae involved enough, and we running it. But so now so to me, it was like we didn't adjust right. We like and I just but at some point, and yeah, I'm blaming the coaches a lot. I've been blaming the coaches, but at some point, players got to make plays, right? Q.
Period. Period.
I
Players
mean,
definitely got to make plays. And then to McDaniel, what McDaniel says is we got to execute better. I didn't think
right,
he was throwing nobody under the bus, but I mean, you got to play a little better. Even on the last play of the game, I mean, we're in man. You know you're in man. They need a touchdown, not a field goal.
right,
They
and they have no
lose someone
timeout,
pressing so hard. Yeah. It's like
and
15
they have no
seconds left.
timeout,
And you
and they
have
have
no
no
timeouts.
timeout.
Like the execution, I agree with some of that. You know, it's the players got to make plays, man.
Hmm.
Period. How Devontae Adams goes this whole second half without a catch. Um, it's just hard. It's just hard to even understand how
Right,
that happens.
half of the shit don't make sense, but I mean, yeah, it's confusing to all of us, bro. It's confusing. The way the D was playing at the end, they're fucking exhausted. So, but I'm not giving them excuses, bro. I'm not.
No, no.
I'm not giving them excuses. I mean, they're exhausted. You have to know, and I don't know if you put that on the D coordinator or what, but there's no timeouts. They have to have a touchdown. Like there's
Period.
no field goal is not going to help them. They're in field goal range anyway if it was, so that wouldn't have
Right,
mattered.
right.
But so at some point, man, motherfuckers got to be like okay, if you're blaming the coaches, you got to take control then. Like to some extent,
Right.
execution, everything, bro. It's just hard to say,
I mean, because let's just talk about it. Let's talk about the two big mistakes that the players made. The offsides when they punted.
bro. The
I
offsides was
mean,
dude.
they ended up scoring they ended up scoring their first touchdown on that drive.
Hmm.
Like the off, so that and then the when you got the sack and it was I'm not
And,
remember it
and,
was like 4th and 19 or something or 4th and 15, and then you get the swat with the knock the ball out. I didn't think that was a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, but that's what they call. You got to
but
hold your composure at that time.
that's what they call, bro. You have to. So you know what's funny? I mean, I watch other YouTube shows and whatever, and I was watching some show maybe yesterday. I don't even remember whose show it was. I was watching some show, and somebody was on there, and they was talking all this stuff about the league is rigged and da, 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 and
Oh,
this that, bro. You know
okay.
what's funny is the homeboy Reef. You know Reef. He came on
Yeah,
after, and Reef a car hater and a whatever. And Reef was like, dude, for you to say something like that, he was like it's the WWE or something or WWF
right.
or whatever we grew up on, and to say some nonsense like that, and bro, come on, bro,
Yeah,
like you got to get all these, bro, come on, dude, Derek Carr's just crap. So to some extent, I feel like people got to just stop making the excuses for that.
totally,
Like he's just
totally,
not getting the job done. The
totally.
defense ain't getting the job done. Hey, my brother's in the building.
Steve,
What's
shout
up,
out to Steve. I see you.
Steve? Uh, appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here. It's just a hard game, man. It was a
Man,
hard
but you got to
game.
stop making the excuses, man. I get it. I mean, it's certain stuff. It feels funny. I've just always took it as we're Raiders, and the owner back in the day sued the league, and we've been getting
Right.
seems like we've been getting bad calls ever since. So I've
Ever since.
always been you got to get past that. We're gonna get bad
Right.
calls. You can't put them in a position to call the
Right.
offside, to call the unsportsmanlikes.
Right. Right. So Q, this is something I said, right? I said we chose this life, right? Me and you, as Raider
Yeah, for
fans, we
sure.
chose this life.
Most definitely.
We have to live with what we chose. Like, we ain't the Patriots. I don't even know what's going on with the Patriot game right now. Last I saw, they was up big in the second half. They're, you want to call Dallas America's team, Dallas Americans team, the Patriots are America's team, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
They're them dudes. We the bad guy.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
the bad guy.
Yeah.
We have to live with that. And because we know that, we we have to be smarter than that. You know what
Period.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like period, bro. Like we got to be smarter than that. I mean, dude, if there's anything that can be close, they're gonna throw that shit on you.
You don't throw
You
that
got
shit, man.
not, you got to know not to do that. So to some extent, that I put on the coaching too. You got to coach these dudes to know that. Like that was on the dude who just came over, right?
Yep. Yep. And he actually
Well,
played a good game. Yeah.
huh?
He actually played a good game.
Right. I mean, to me, the whole defense played a good game outside of the last fucking 8 minutes. But
Right.
again, you keep having them dudes on the field. I think Mad Max said, and we all know Mad Max is a monster. I think
Right.
Mad Max says something about we kept giving them chances. Bro,
Yeah.
bro, it's
Because
3rd and 1 and you run the ball. If you get the first down, the game's over. So
right.
so for me, like you can say whatever you want. That shit wasn't all you gotta do is get a first down. All you
Right.
gotta do is get a first down. I
Right.
will say this. I do believe if you leave it in the officials or if you leave it in their hands, they're not
Right.
gonna help you out by any shot, right?
Not at all.
Not
Not
at
at
all.
all. And
So so that
if they got a
oh
chance to
no,
get you, if they got a chance to get us, I think they're gonna get us. I mean,
mhm,
I
mhm.
don't know how old everybody is, but the Tuck Rule game. I remember watching that, and it was there's no way they could change that. And
There's
then I
no
saw
way.
them, and then remember Thor, we saw them. They got on the phone, and I was like, that's weird.
Right.
The ref don't ever get on the phone. Who are they talking to?
Bro, there's no
You
way they
know?
could change that. How did they change? Right, right. Nah, I know.
So,
I know. Yeah.
and I will say this for the people that say that it was rigged. I just feel like a lot of times we just frustrated and we're Raider fans,
Right.
and the bad breaks happen to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just, but we put
Right.
ourselves every situation we were in, we put ourselves in the majority of those situations.
Right.
So that's on us, and we got to be better. You guys got to be better than that.
Yeah, we have to, bro. We have to. I mean, honestly, at some point, man, like the definition of insanity is well, we know this shit, right? The definition of insanity is doing the same shit over and over and hoping for different results.
Hoping for different results, right?
Well, we know this shit. We know this shit is coming at us. And, bro, the knocking, like, all this shit is ridiculous, bro. All this shit is ridiculous. The play calling, I mean, at some point, at some point you just gotta laugh and just whatever. That's why we drink. That's why we're the drinking club.
Right.
You just gotta laugh and have a drink.
That's it. I mean, because the people that are the Kardashians always talk about the defense. You know, it's always the defense, the defense. You know, and granted, the defense fucked up in the last 7 minutes of the game. You know, some crucial mistakes, the offsides, the unsportsmanlike conduct, but they gave up 14 points the last 7 minutes. But they still only gave up 17 points. You know,
Right.
they gave up 17. You should win that game. If you give up 17 points, you should win.
Bro,
Period.
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 The
And
whole
with
second.
the offense you claim to have, bro, with the number one running back in the league, with arguably the best receiver in the league, no matter what you say, you can't say Devontae in the top 5 receiver in the league.
Period.
So
You're right.
you got the number one running back in the league. You got a top 5, maybe top 1, top 2 receiver in the league. You got to, bro. The offense got to score that. So yeah. I
It's
mean,
just tough. It's just another game where the offense either has 0 at the half or 3 points at the half or 0 points in the second half or 3 points in the second half. I mean, we got to be better than that. Carr threw for 120 yards, 112 yards, something crazy.
bro,
It's just
crazy, bro, crazy. Like,
no.
dude, really though, for real with Devontae? I mean, I mean, and we could talk about the injuries to Waller or to Renfro. I don't care.
at
I don't
all.
care. I
The
don't
Rams are missing a lot of people.
Huh?
The Rams are missing a lot of people.
Rams missed
Yeah,
everybody. They missed
Aaron
Cooper Kupp.
Donald,
They missed
Stafford.
all
I
their
think
defense.
somebody
Them
mentioned it
motherfuckers.
earlier in the chat. Like they must have got comfortable or something. I don't see as you cannot be comfortable at what were we 5-7?
Bro.
Like come on. But that's what
Five
it
and
kind of looked
seven,
like
bro.
in the second half. It kind of looked like, oh well, they can't really score, so we don't have to do much. It's the NFL, man. Everybody got millionaire players. Everybody's trying to get
Everybody.
another contract.
Everybody.
Yeah,
Everybody. Hey, and you know we hate these dudes more than everybody. Do you see this motherfucking dude, Purdy or whatever, the motherfucking Mr. Irrelevant, come out there and act a fool and talk shit after? Like,
yeah,
motherfucker, I don't know. I'm gonna keep scoring. Bro,
right.
motherfucker, put your motherfucking foot on they
On their
motherfucking
neck. Make them
bro,
wave the white flag.
bro, until they quit and walk in and walk out the stadium, you keep putting your foot on their neck, bro. That's the that to me is possibly Derek Carr's biggest the biggest issue I have with him is he don't have the put on your neck and the everyone. Like to me, that's
Everyone.
everyone, bro.
Hard. The coaches.
The
Like
coaches,
seriously.
everyone,
Seriously. Seriously.
everyone.
Everyone. I think it's on everyone, man. Because we need somebody to get fired up in there and say that this shit ain't over. The way this season has went, I'm tired of seeing on social media all our big leads in the first half that have just disappeared in the second half and turned into losses. I'm tired of seeing that. So
Tired,
somebody
tired.
got to step up and tell the motherfuckers to step it the fuck up and let's go.
Bro, for real, for real. Hey, real quick, bro. Tanya and Matt in the building. What's up, Matt and Tanya?
Uh,
And Raider Nation, my boy Jaime in the building. I don't know if you know, businessman is Jaime.
Jaime, what's up, Raider Nation?
Jaime. Um, and Jaime, that if you don't know, that's Saul. Jaime is
What's up?
Saul in the building. That's fam right there, man. That's fam, man. For
Hey
sure.
man, I just want to say this real quick. Somebody asked about are we with For Life Our Raider story? I just want to say everything is cool. Me and Thor branching out to kind of just, we've had differences of opinions on stuff. No big deal, man. Shout out to them. All is well. All is what it is.
For sure, for sure. Look, this is what I've been saying. I was Ghost in the building. What's happening, brother? And Q, I know you ain't a big YouTube. Like, I mean, you're on with me, but during the day, especially, there's a lot of YouTube channels. I watch a lot of Redder YouTube stuff. There's drama throughout Redder YouTube like crazy, bro. To me, it's funny, bro.
Right.
And this is what I said. I was on the Homeboy Hammer. You know the Homeboy Hammer.
Yeah.
So I was on his channel the other day for a second, and I said like this: me and Q, our channel, us in general, are the Switzerland of Raider YouTube. We got love for everyone. I'm cool with everyone. If you're a Raider fan, I don't care. I don't care what your opinion is on this or that or the other, and we could all talk about it, and we can all kick it. Period.
We the Switzerland of Raider YouTube. I like that.
Yes, for sure, for sure. Like,
For sure. Hey, we just trying to have a good time, man. Love talking Raider stuff, man. So,
period.
Hey,
Period.
if we have a difference of opinions, everybody got opinions, man. We just giving you ours. Like I said, this is partly Raider therapy, especially this year. I mean, it's
Especially
been,
this
man,
year, bro. Dude, it's like, I mean, I know you had the little flight delay and it took you a minute, so you didn't really have, bro. I mean, when I was out there, because I was waiting for Viv and her husband, but you know me, I'm trying to be at the tailgate when the gates
Right.
open. And they
Most
I'm
definitely.
so I go to Hollywood, I go to Hollywood Casino, which is right Hollywood Park. You know Hollywood Park from racetrack back in the day. It's kind of
Yeah, you
shut
know, I
down.
know that. Yeah, for sure.
But the casino, the it's not even a casino, it's like a poker room. So I'm over there, I'm chilling. And Viv and oh yeah, well when we in Compton now, and we gotta go to fucking Gardena and pick up his brother and woo woo and all right, cool. Well, just call me when you get to the parking lot because I'm about a half a mile or not even that far, a quarter of a mile. I'm about to just walk up there.
Right.
Well, I go walk up there and I'm walking through. I'm just walking through the parking lot. Hey, D Menace in the building. The homeboy was out there for show. He was out here last week. He was out in LA. What's happening, my brother? For show, man. And that's what it is, dude. Like I walk through the parking lot, like I don't care where we at or who we with or whatever.
Straight
I
up.
walk through the parking lot. It's Raider people. We fam.
For sure. Most definitely.
Automatic. Hey, what's up, baby? Hey, we walking. Hey, what's up? Oh, yeah, yeah. Hey, cool. Get whatever you need, bro.
Yeah, most
Hey,
definitely.
that's some Raider shit right there, man. That's some Raider shit, man.
Big time. Wherever
And,
you
and
go, man, go ahead.
no, go ahead. My bad.
No, I would say just that was the one thing I hated about I wasn't able to get an earlier flight, and then my
Hmm.
flight got delayed a little bit. I wanted to get out there if it was just for an hour before the game and just tap in with Raider Nation. I haven't been to a game all season, so just to get I wanted to get that tailgate atmosphere, and I know in LA it was going to be cracking. We
Yeah.
probably had the stadium at least 70 to 80%. Man, I just wanted to get in and get that vibe, Thor. You
Right,
know,
right. I will say this. I will say this. Honestly, when I was walking up there, when I was going up there, when I first got there, I was like, this shit is kind of whack. Like I was talking shit. But when I actually got when we got in and started tailgating, it felt like home.
yeah, for sure.
I know Melissa said LA feels like it did. It did. When I walking up, to me, it felt kind of. I was like, "Really, guys? Where's the passion? Where's the fire?" But once we got in and got settled in and started like really kicking it, and there was it felt like a some real ass Raider shit. It
Yeah,
just
that's
took a
what's up.
minute. That's
Yeah, for sure. And that's definitely what I miss, man. Um,
yeah.
you've been
Mhm.
posting this last week or two just about, you know, what you call them, the old memories from Oakland. The dates come up or whatever. Some old
Yeah.
tailgate footage, man. I've been watching that like
Yeah.
man, you missed that shit, man. So I
Bro,
definitely want
miss
to get
that
out
shit,
there.
bro. Miss that shit, bro.
Yeah, big time, man. Nothing like it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
What's your son?
What's that?
Oh no, I was just reading Tanya's thing about 3rd and
Yeah.
1.
Yeah, I was reading that too. I was thinking that's definitely from Matt. Cause that's definitely from Matt. That's definitely
Yeah.
from Matt. He
So,
going into some
man, because you want to win the game, man. I mean, we five
right,
and seven. We not 8-1,
bro.
7-5. Hell, just
Bro,
we need everything. If we got a chance to win the game on one play, sometimes you got to just take that.
just take that, bro. Hey, Q, as gamblers, right? Because we're gamblers, right? I mean, I was just out gambling, and when you gambling, this is the thing for me. When I start getting when I'm down or I'm down a little, I get a little shortbread, right? And I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna shoot. Well, motherfucking, we 5 and 7. We shortbread all day.
Yeah, exactly.
We shortbread all day. So why aren't you
Yeah,
shooting?
right.
bro. Why are
We
you
lost a
not?
lot. We've lost a few dumb pots early that we
Mhm,
that we
mhm.
didn't play right. Yeah, and now you
We
behind the
played
eight
terrible.
ball. And sometimes you got to just gun and go for it.
Right, gonna
And
go
that's how
for
I
it,
feel
bro. I
mad
mean,
on the third and one to the fourth and one. You get the first down, the game is over. You know,
over, over, over. Hey, I mean,
I
obviously
gotta
hindsight's
say this
2020.
always because we did have a 62-yard punt. The gate in the ball is 2 yard line.
It's a two
So
yard line, bro,
yeah, under 2 minutes and
with
no
no
time.
timeout,
Yeah. So
with no timeouts.
man, I
But
gotta
then,
say this, man. What?
but then,
Go
oh
ahead.
shit! Look at this. Our Philly fan is in the building. Look at the Philly fan in the building.
Jules. Shout out to Jules,
Jules,
man.
my brother.
Appreciate you for
Hey,
tapping in.
hey. But and Jules a real Philly fan. Like I've known
Jules
Jules
one of the
for
only Eagle fans I know.
years.
I know like 3 real Eagle fans. He's definitely one of them.
He one of them. Right. So congratulations to you for what y'all doing this year because y'all balling out. But Jules was out here last year when we beat the ass. Because I saw him at the Oakland airport. We was in the bay.
For
We was
sure.
flying back at the same time. That was funny.
Yeah,
Uh,
for sure. Hey,
actually,
Anthony Estrada said,
yeah.
man, Anthony Estrada said, man, you fellas talking playoffs? Playoffs? That's hilarious. I feel it though.
Hey,
And that's why, Thor, the last couple of weeks I've
thank
been
you.
saying
I'm always talking.
we are though.
What's that?
That's why the last couple of weeks I just been saying, just win this game. People was like, oh
Just
no, we're
win.
gonna beat the Rams. We gotta worry about New England. We just need to we the Raiders, man. We just need to beat the Rams. I don't care who's playing, who's not playing. Just beat the Rams.
Right,
That's it.
right,
That,
right.
that, that was a struggle.
And cause I'm always talking playoffs, bro. Honestly, I really was hoping that the fucking bitch ass Chargers would have lost last night. Even though I bet them and that helped me get back on my bets this week, right? But I was really hoping because I know the right bet is home dog, prime time, all that shit, right?
Always.
And but I was like, well, if they could fuck around and find a way to lose, and I'm still trying to figure out because technically, if everything go right, we ain't done, bro. You still can
Let me
win
just say
out.
this.
You can
Let me say
still
this.
win out, and if you get
Let's
right
just
help, obviously we don't
just
want to have to get the right help.
time out. Thor, let's just beat New England. Because if we do what we're supposed to do, nothing works if we don't do our job. Nothing
Nothing
works.
works if you don't win. Nothing
Nothing
works if you
works.
don't.
So
Right,
let's
right.
let's not talk about winning out with 4 games to go after we just lost to the lowly Rams with nobody there, with Baker Mayfield knew 6 plays.
With nobody, and they don't got
Uh,
nothing to play for, and all
yeah,
that shit. Right, right,
just
right.
just 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 let's just
No,
be.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
So let me tell you on
When
that
I
note,
say win out, I'm just saying win.
win on Sunday. That's what you're saying.
But I know New England is this week. I'm not looking. I know the
I feel
Niners
you.
on New Year. I know that just because I hate them fuckers,
So what
and
was
I be at
frustrating
that
to me
game.
is watching games, watching highlight shows this weekend, and seeing the playoff structure. You know, and you got all these teams at
Yeah,
5-8, and I'm like, God, we were 6-7. If we had won this game, we're like one team out of the playoffs, one or two. We're like first or second next, and you got
okay.
games. We got to win.
Hmm.
That was frustrating. That was when I thought playoffs because I haven't looked at playoff
Hmm.
picture. I just know we started off 2-7, and I mean I ain't gonna we not need a miracle, but we need a miracle. Not a miracle, but a miracle.
Right,
So
right.
that hurted, and it hurted to. I took Thursday off, flew out to L.A. Um, got my room, came to the stadium, got there right as the game was starting, and we jump out, and this is okay. Let's go, and
Let's
everything
go.
was flowing. Second half, I mean, everything went right. My plane was leaving early in the morning on Friday.
Mhm.
Everything was going right. And in that second half, and I kept saying, like in the third quarter, we need to at least score. We need to get we need to get a
Well,
touchdown to finish them dudes off, to demoralize them and frustrate them and be like, all right, there's no
uh,
way. But we
yeah.
kept not doing nothing, giving hope. And then
Bro, giving hope, bro. All motherfuckers want is hope, bro.
yeah,
Ah, ah. Hey, Q, can you do me a favor real quick? Hold
what's
it down
up?
for 1 second.
For sure.
For sure, for sure.
Because, man, Raider Nation, when you watch some of these shows, I think it's the Red Zone channel, they used to call it the witching hour. The witching hour is the last 5 to 10 minutes of the game where the game just turns totally upside down. And that's kind of what hit us, the witching hour. You know, the team with the lead sometimes was looked like it was what we did. You get tight, you get conservative, and then the other team, it looks like they don't have a chance. And they're just going, balls to the wall. They're giving it all they got while they're trying to win. They trying to catch we was talking poker. They're trying to catch they 1 outer, 2 outer on the river. And we're like totally in defense mode. Straight defense mode. That's what we looked like in the second half, scoring 3 points. I think Carr had 11 yards passing in the second half. The witching hour. You get tight, pressure bust pipes, man.
Pressure bust
For
pipes.
whatever reason, Thor, and even with Carr, all his comebacks that all the Kardashians always talk about, it seems like when you're coming back, it's not as much pressure. You
Right.
know, like there's not as much pressure. But when you
Right.
have the lead, it's like you're not supposed to lose, and then there's pressure, and then you play not to lose instead of playing to win.
Right. Right. Exactly. That's what I just was kind of saying when I said like when you're down, you're like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Let me
Right.
you shoot more than you would, whatever. And then if shit works out, you're like, oh shit, okay, cool. And so the comeback shit is a little bit like, well,
A little
because there was
skewed,
less
a little
pressure
off.
because you was already fucked. You was
Yeah,
already
yeah,
whooped.
yeah,
So you got nothing to lose. A man with nothing to lose is a dangerous motherfucker, bro.
definitely,
A dangerous
definitely.
motherfucker, bro. So you got that. Let's see, and I want to say that's Matt also who said field goals are hope for the other team. We give a lot of hope because we kick a
We
lot
give
of
out a
mud.
lot of hope.
So I've said this. I've said this like for the last few years. Motherfucking Bill Walsh, and we all know how I feel about the punk ass Niners. I hate them motherfuckers. But Bill Walsh, the coach of the Niners, through all that great Niner dynasty shit, one of the things that he said, I've said this 100 times, that was one of the most realist shit I ever heard. He said, when you kick field goals, it only gets you closer to losing games.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. The
I mean,
Matt
the
Thomas
only
point,
time
yeah,
you should
definitely for
be
sure.
kicking a field goal to some extent is in the second half. For me, it's in the second half. For me, that's a great statement in the second half, especially. But the only time you should be kicking a field goal is if literally there's no time on the clock and it's right before the end of the game to win the game. If
Right,
that's not it, don't even like you gotta score. Bro, sevens are the truth, bro.
right.
Or sixes and an extra point. And now
Demoralizing.
extra point's a little harder, but
Yeah, demoralizing. When you put 7 on them, that hurts. You put like
yeah,
for the Philly game example, they
right.
went down there and scoring touchdowns instead of
Mhm.
9-0, 13-0. It's 21-0.
Right. Game
You
over,
flip on
bro.
the cabinet. Yeah, basically.
Game
Yeah.
over, basically. I
And then you know
mean,
what they did? They kept scoring touchdowns.
Mhm.
we didn't get in the red zone too much in the second half of the game. We kicked that one field goal in the second half, but that's how you finish teams off.
Mhm.
That's how you finish
Mhm.
teams off. I just
Right.
sometimes he has good. McDaniels has good play designs. I don't know. I need execution. I just need
Execution.
execution.
I mean, so on that, it's like is it like I blame the coaching a lot, but the play design, like Serge, you the homie Serge, right?
Yeah,
And JT the Brick. Everyone knows JT. I've talked to JT a lot. JT a homie, Serge a homie. Serge is always like, bro, his play designs are fucking great. And
yeah,
and
yeah.
whatever. And JT is like, I'm always talking to JT, and he's like, bro, he's like next level savant kind of shit. And I'm like, well, maybe the players just aren't executing. You know what I'm saying? To
Right.
some extent.
I
Hey, Q,
think.
real quick.
Hmm?
My fault. I'm gonna let you come in. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off like
No, it's
that.
good.
But we got a homie in the house. I don't know if you know this cat, this Big Mike Raider. He's got a new YouTube channel also. He fucks around with wasted talent a lot. So I'm gonna bring Big Mike Raider in real quick too.
Yeah, for
With
sure, for sure.
Yo,
Big
what's
Mike,
up, man? What's going on, bro?
what's
Hey,
happening? I
what's
don't
happening?
know what's happening, brother. This Q.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Nice to meet you, bro.
Man, back at you, dog. Yes, sir.
All right, what we talking about, man? What's going on?
Well,
Yes, sir. Nice to meet
we're
you.
we're we're at some point venting. Um, we're at some point venting more
We was
so than
talking about
anything right now.
coaches, and some of the stuff is on the players. Some of the good play designs. Thor, one thing I was gonna say about what you said was, it's like in that KC game. At the end of the game, at the end of the game, when Renfro and Devontae ran into each other, they both had their DBs beat. I don't know whose fault it was, but they both had their DBs beat.
Yeah,
But the players, the execution, it seemed like a great play call. Somebody fucked it up and cost us the
yeah,
game.
yeah,
So I'm saying,
absolutely,
so I'm
man.
saying not to say players got to execute, man.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
gotta we gotta clean that up, bro. Because it's like we that close. We're that close, you know. And
Man,
that's what's the most frustrating part about it is that, like, every time we get on the field, we're spanking dudes. It doesn't matter who it is. Like, we get on the field, we whooping ass, and then we just, for whatever reason, one reason or the other, we just can't finish it off, man. It's so frustrating to watch, man. So
it,
frustrating to watch.
it's super frustrating to watch. It's super frustrating to watch. So part of the reason why I put that on the coaching at some point, man, at some point, like these dudes ain't fired up enough. They ain't, you know what I'm saying? They
Right.
just like, bro, fuck, man. We're really just frustrated right now, and I'm tired of blaming Derek Carr. I'm tired of blaming the defense. I'm tired of blaming the players, but they have to execute better too at some
Yeah.
point.
right.
Like like, motherfucker, it's 3rd and 1. If you get a first down, game over. It's 3rd and 1. If you get a first down, game over.
Yep.
But
what's
now we're gonna
crazy
blame it
is,
all on the defense because our punter, again, Melissa said, but our kicker is the best person on the team. Hey, field goal- hey, bro, you know how hard that is when your field goal kicker and your punter are your two best motherfucking players? That's a goddamn shame. Because
Yeah.
again, field goals only get you closer to losing games. From Bill Walsh, he said that in the 80s. And
Yep.
that shit's true as fuck today. It's true as fuck today. At
hey,
some
you mentioned Bill Walsh again. I just want to say Bill Walsh got his start under Al Davis for the
of
Ravens
course,
before that. I just wanted, a lot of people don't know that, so I just wanted to throw that out there.
That's true.
Mhm.
That's
Of
true.
course. Of course, bro. Of course, man. So, Big Mike, I don't know where you from. We Bay cats. We Bay dudes.
Okay.
So for us, the Niners shit. That's why I was like, man, fuck the motherfucker. Like we hate the motherfuckers more than anyone. Like we
Yeah.
really,
Hatfields and
hate.
McCoys, man. Hatfields and McCoys, man.
Yeah, I completely understand that. I'm from LA, so you know that the Raiders Niners that back and forth, that kind of like I get it, but I didn't see any of that. You know what I mean? Like it was, you know, for me it was Raiders Rams. Like that was the rivalry. You know, whenever they did meet, so that last game meant a little bit more to me. You know. You know, and I was there. I don't know if you know, I was at that game.
We were there too, man. You should keep me with that.
Bro, that was the worst part. Was like, you know, we were talking a bunch of smack. We took over the stadium. You know, it was a Raiders. It was a party. Like the whole game was a party, and then like the last 3 minutes, then you know, we had to like, you know, walk out of the stadium with our tails tucked between our legs, like. It was embarrassing, bro. It was embarrassing.
You know, yeah, right. 100%, bro. We literally, I remember just leaving that stadium, like me and Q were talking about earlier before you got on. So we ended up meeting up at the hotel at the bar and had some drink. And this is my dog. Like this is my brother. Like we fam for real. Like
okay.
28. 30 years strong fam.
Yeah.
And we just sat there almost in silence.
Then in silence. Just
like, bro, you need a brew? Like
yeah. That was about it. Because it was just unbelievable. The last 2-3 minutes of the game, I just kept saying, this is unbelievable. And then when they got that last touchdown, man, it just was heartbreaking. You know? It was heartbreaking. It was like, I think I said unbelievable probably 38,000 times.
Right. Man, that's all I could say. And I was with my brother, and he was like, "Hey, let's watch the last 10 seconds." I'm like, "Bro, I just want to get out of here, bro. I just want to go."
right.
Man.
You know, this what hurts me so bad. Being in the game, literally. I know my wife was in here, and D Menace wasn't with me though. He was there, but he wasn't with us in the game. But literally, with like 4 minutes ago, I said, "Oh my God, we're gonna lose this game." Bro. And I swear to God, the way the season has gone, the shit just came, and I was with Viv and her husband and me and my wife. We were all in whatever the bar area we were at, and I said, "Oh my God!" And they were like, "Man, fuck you! We winning this shit, man. What are you talking about?"
And I was hoping we're still pushing, but you could just see it start to unravel.
And then it was 3rd-1, and I'm like, bro, just fucking.
But then for me,
why did we hand the ball off to not even Josh Jacobs?
For me, it was when they did get the touchdown to make it 16-10, and I'm like, okay, now you know I've already did the math, but I'm doing the math again. I'm like, oh, a touchdown we lose, but you know we're getting the ball, and it's like come on, offense. We ain't done nothing the whole second half.
Yep.
All we need is a first down or two. At the time, a first down or two.
Yep.
You just could see the unraveling. And you hoping that the first down is coming, that something is coming. You know, it just nobody can stop the bleeding.
Yeah. I told my brother after that car pick, right before the half, I was like, that shit's gonna bite us back in the ass later. Yeah, that's exactly what I told him. I was like, this is gonna bite us back in the ass, and it sure enough did. Because if it was 3rd down right there, if he ends up throwing just an incomplete pass, throwing the back of the end zone,
you can feel when the touchdown at the end don't matter.
Right.
You know, we talking a different game. Like, you know, we got out of there. Yeah. We didn't play our best game, but we won the game. You know, we're talking about playoffs at this point now.
Right. 100%, bro. 100%, bro. Like know. Back we've talked about we were talking about earlier about our old channel. Someone that brought that shit up. Our old channel we was on with people, um, and we had one. We used to do episodes before we was doing live shit. We did episodes, and one of them was about road games and road trips. So I don't know about you, bro, but I mean we've gone to a lot of away games. To me, LA is not even really kind of an away game. It's kind of an away game, but it's kind of a home game too. But
yeah, it's a mini
but
home
to,
game. For sure.
to a New Orleans or to a New York or to wherever it may be, right? To Miami, uh, and seeing wins in a ways, and there's nothing like when you're on someone else's fucking home turf and you can come out of there just my foot. And
Yep.
bro,
Soil.
so
I
that was
call
the
it
fun
orange
when you
soil.
said I wanted to, bro. When we was walking out and motherfuckers was yelling, I remember when that was the only thing I said to you. I think at the bar when we was at the hotel bar after was like, bro, motherfuckers was talking shit. Like you came to our stadium. That's what I couldn't even say nothing to them because in Oakland, especially more so than Vegas, but in Oakland especially, when motherfuckers would come out like the Steelers, we all know the Steelers.
Or you already know,
great traveling team. They would
Steve,
come out.
no disrespect, Steve, but we just saying.
Yeah, Steve, bro. If you
Y'all
still,
travel
my brother's
great.
a Steeler fan, but if you, he was in here earlier. If he's still in there, we used to talk so much shit to them motherfuckers because they didn't never win in Oakland. They still ain't never won in Oakland.
But on they were the deepest in Oakland. Their fans were the biggest, and I just felt it was so disrespectful. So, and on their way out, I just y'all thought y'all had this easy win, and that's what the Rams fan jabbed me with all the way to my Uber or whatever the hell I went. And I just didn't have nothing to say. I didn't say if I said anything, it was a good game.
Yep, that's all I was left to say. Yeah, that's all it was left to say, bro. It was like. I was so embarrassing, bro. Like I just, and then you know what? From a dude that's from LA, it just felt like we lost the city. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was just like it felt like a home game when I was there. It didn't feel like
big time.
You know, it just it. I don't know. It was embarrassing. That was like one of the biggest lows for me, man, on Thursday.
I mean, from not coworkers, Raider fans, Niner fans. People that knew, not a lot of people know I went to the game, but people that knew I went to the game. I mean, as soon as it happened, my phone was flooded with text. Like,
me too.
Wow,
bro, I didn't even look at that shit, bro. I didn't even look at my phone till the next day, and I just hit everyone so it wouldn't be on my text, and so I wouldn't see the notification no more. Hey, so Steve, my brother still is in the building because like you said, they're just trying not to lose, and that's the quickest way to lose.
We play, like I said earlier, we play horrible with the lead. Horrible.
We do.
Horrible. That's why I mentioned that's why Carr has all these comebacks. Because when you're down and you got to come back, it's like no pressure. But when you have the ball and you're up 4, 3, 6. It's like there's pressure to get these first downs and to come back and answer with a score and put them away.
I mean, we've been dealing with this with the Raiders this is not even the first year. We've been dealing with this for like the last few years.
Yeah,
they can't finish games and not blowing a team out and not put them away when they should. We've been dealing with that for a long time. So, especially with DC, he don't play well with a lead. He play better when the back's against the wall, seem like.
Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Right.
He could have put the Rams away that drive before the half. 20-3 before the half. Like you put them away.
A touchdown right there would have been huge. That would have demoralized them. Yep. Yeah, 20-3 instead of 13-3 with the pick. Yeah. At the worst, 16-3.
Yep. It'd have been a wrap.
Right. For real. Hey, Anthony Estrada asked to me, but I'm gonna put this out to everyone. Your thoughts on Waller getting traded? I'll say mine first. To me, I'm still not, bro. I'm like, if if you're hurt, you're hurt. I just don't know. Like no one knows, bro. Like I tell people, I don't know your injury situation. I'm hurt. Like my back is fucked up. And my back's been fucked up for a long time. Sometimes it's really bad. Sometimes it starts getting better. The other at that game, at that motherfucking game, like I was saying earlier before you got here, my people was running a little late, and I was at the card room right by the stadium in Hollywood Park. I was like, fuck it. Cause I'm there at the crack. I'm there as soon as the gates open, kind of shit. I'm like, fuck it. I'm walking up, and I walked all the way up there. I walked into the parking lot. I'm walking all through all the fucking tailgates. I'm kicking it with Raider fans, and when my people got in there, I go to walk over to meet them. As soon as I got close, they're on the phone, and I'm trying to find, and I turn, and I'm like, oh motherfuck! Like I felt a shot in my back. And so I saw him, and I get over, I can't help them. Like, I'm like, oh my God. I just twist, like I'm on the phone. I'm like, oh shit, my back. And so Viv, when I get over there, I'm like, Viv, my back. So like, don't trip. Cause she know I ain't bullshit with her. She peoples. Her and her, they're all peoples. And I'm like, so I go sit down in the front seat while they're unpacking and they're putting up the tailgate and shit. Well, I don't know. I'm not gonna blame anyone who's hurt. So for me, the Waller injury, who knows? Who knows? Doctors, no one knows what kind of pain you're in. No one knows shit. So to me, Waller, to me, I'm not gonna put on nothing on Waller. If he's hurt, he's hurt.
Yeah, you know what, man? My thing is optics at this point, man. If you lost the game the way we lost the game, and then you drop your song the next day, that just don't sit right with me. You know what I mean? Like, pick a different time to do that. Like, hey, you got your rap career, you got everything going on, that's great, but don't pick it the day after we lose a game. You know, you gotta give it some time, man. Give it some time. It just seemed like it's the optics of it. It just seemed like you're just not involved.
Huge, yes.
You know. So that's my problem with it. I mean, whether he's injured or not, that's not for me to say. It's not for any of us to say. You're right. So, it's just it's the optics. It's the way it looks. It's that's the problem with me. That's where I stand with Waller, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I figure as far as this is football season, man. I mean, dog, we got a bunch of times in the offseason to do whatever. You out on injury. So when you do something like that in football season and you're out on injury, it just makes it seem like you just got other stuff going on. You get then you get a little Ron Artesti who wants time off from his basketball gig that makes him who he is, or not makes him who he is, but pays him is the thing that makes him makes him rich. You know, and Ron Artest wanted time off so he could focus on some of his artists that he was putting out.
Yeah.
And what are you doing? This you have off season for that. That's why you have other people, managers. That's why you pay certain people to do certain shit. I think like you said, it's the optics. It doesn't look great.
So here's an example of that, right? You call out from work, right? We call out from work. You saying you're sick, and you may be sick. You may not be sick. But what would it look like if you was posting something, hanging out with the homies the same day? You supposed to be at work, out sick. You know what I mean? Like, it's the optics. You might be sick. You know what I mean? Might be something wrong, but if you're posting that chilling with the homies on a Friday or whatever, you know what I mean? Like,
well,
it just doesn't look right. It doesn't look good.
Right.
Exactly.
So it's funny you say that because I took the day off to go to LA. I just didn't post anything on my social media, so people knew. I think my supervisor knew, but I told her I needed the day off in advance, but I just didn't want to blast it like I was just missing work and this is what I'm doing, and and I'm a UPSer, so it's peak season, so everything's kind of important and all that. So I totally.
Q. Let me agree with you guys on that. But at the same time, still back up what I'm saying. So Q, so like I was saying, me and Q know each other for 28 years or whatever it is, right? and we
Okay.
we people, and we people from UPS. So Q still at UPS. He a UPS driver, right?
Okay.
And I used to work. I worked at UPS for 5 years or whatever back in the day, and that's where me and Q met each other. We was kicking it. So Q also know so like I said, my back been fucked up for years. I'm talking about 28, 30 years ago. And when I went into UPS and my back was fucked up, whether it happened at UPS or not, my back was fucked up, right? And so I remember I walked into UPS one day and I got up on the sort aisle and I screamed like a bitch and I hit the button and I went and my back and I was out for a while on leave or whatever. And we had like and so some days with back injuries, some days I'll feel kind of okay. And can I go kick it? I could kick it with the homies.
Yep.
And so
Right.
so I don't know. It wasn't like work shit. And so if you're a top notch one, so I'm not a top notch one of the best in the world athletes like a Darren Waller or whoever.
Athletes live their life in the bubbles, right?
But I still could sometimes go out with the homies and kick it, and we would go drink and we would kick it at the house.
Yep.
And that ain't so. But I knew optics wise, I wasn't finna be out at the fucking park playing hoop and
No.
whatever.
Yeah,
But I
no.
do that because I'm not getting paid millions of dollars, but I ain't trying to get caught up on, oh yeah, you was out there with them
A
fools.
workman's comp fraud.
Right.
Right.
Yo.
'Cause I know some people that have got caught up on that too. Where
Right,
they
right.
follow you, come to your house, and they be in the cut filming you and shit. And you
Right.
out there mowing your lawn
But
and
if
helping
you're gonna
somebody move.
right.
Yeah,
But
man.
you ain't gonna come inside of my house where I'm kicking it with the homies.
Yeah, no, they can't do that. No, that's
But
against
if
the
we
law.
all go out to the
Yeah,
park
right.
and we shooting hoop, but there were some days I could have went out and shot hoop because my back wasn't that bad that day.
Right.
But
You know,
later on that night, it might have been. Honestly, I was at the casino a couple hours ago and I felt a little shot in my back, and I was like, I just drink more. Cheers.
yeah, there you go.
I just drink
Yes,
more.
sir.
Fuck it.
Yes, sir. You know what? You're right, man. It's to Waller's defense, right? You know, there is life outside of football. I will say that. And as fans, we got to understand that sometimes too. You know, like, yeah, he's nursing an injury, but it's not like he was out there doing wind sprints on his music video either. You know what I mean? Like, he's just standing there posing. He's not doing anything strenuous. He's living life outside of football. So we got to understand that there is a life outside of football for him. But for me, it was the timing when he dropped it, where it was like, bro,
no, and I'm 100% with that. The timing and optics of shit sometimes is like, bro, you ain't thinking about that. So yeah.
And I'd like to reply to Steve. He said, you know, when we trade Waller, you can get a game changer in the secondary.
Yeah.
I need you to play, though. You got to play. You got to get your stock back up. I mean, last year wasn't great. You was injured last year. Now you've been injured all year this year. You're dropping passes. I mean, GQ would vouch for him and say Carr kind of put him out to dry. Man, you got to catch the ball, man. The ball hit you in the face mask. You're doing through different stuff. I need you to get your stock back up because the type of tight end that he is, to me, you could get a first-round pick or something like that for him. You're not playing, man. They gonna give you a 5th-round pick. We just signed him to a new contract.
Yep.
I'm not trading him for a 5th-round pick.
Right.
You better get it together. So we can trade you if that's what you want to do.
You know, on the flip side is the last time we saw Waller on the field, he cost us the Titans game. I mean, he gave up like he gave up like 14, 17 points. Like, if you really want to talk about it, like, he dropped 2 touchdowns to me, and then he dropped a bomb that could have led to a touchdown or some points at least. So, you know, it's if you really want to talk about it, the last time we saw Waller, he was kind of costing us some games.
Right.
You know, so
that's what I'm saying to that comment. You got to get your stock back up, man.
Yep. He has to.
Yeah.
He has to.
We just that's be my thing with giving people big contracts, especially people that be like 30. Man,
Yeah.
I need you to get this and show that you earned it. You know what I mean? Chandler
Yeah.
Jones been coming around the last 2-3 games, but we'd had him early in the season. He was the issue. We could have won a couple of them games if he'd have showed up.
You're right. You're right. And that's kind of also my concern with Josh Jacobs. If we pay him, who's to say that he don't, his belly's full and he's not running the ball the way he was running it this year,
This year.
So
right.
I feel like Josh Jacobs' thing is staying healthy. He runs a physical style.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's to me, he's always been this same dude.
Yeah,
and he's
right.
like 24, 25.
Yeah.
I don't mind paying people that are 24 and 25.
That's true.
So it's always going to be a gamble when you pay somebody. Is they going to start working harder, or they're going to be drinking more margaritas and having more steaks?
Right.
That's always a gamble. But to me, when you hit 30, I'm looking at you like, I don't know if we should have paid that dude.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, let me say this real quick. What questions me more about the Josh Jacobs situation is they drafted Zeus in the 4th, 5th round to replace Josh Jacobs.
Yep.
Josh Jacobs, a lot of people don't remember. He was one of the only starters that played in the week 1 preseason.
Yeah.
Right?
Amen.
So with him giving him all these carries, when they finally figured out we need to give him the ball, that's our best chance to win, and they start giving him 25, 30, 33 carries a game, I just think that Zeus should be able to get 5, 6, 7 carries a game in case Jacobs get hurt. Let's see what he has. Also, this is who you drafted. One game a couple games ago, he was inactive. Yep. I don't know why. I don't know if he's not bringing what he needs to bring in practice, but that needs to be addressed. They got to get that together too.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're definitely right.
Because if Jacobs goes down, it seems like the run game is going to shit. Because they don't trust.
Yeah, and then if that's the case, then it's a Derek Carr show, and I don't know if I necessarily want him carrying the load either. It's just like,
and then whether you like Carr or not, if there's no run game and our offensive line isn't the greatest, they've been really good run blocking this year. I give them that. Yeah. And then with the play action, that gives them an extra half a second to get in front of the person, so the pass blocking has been better. But if we don't have a run game, I think Derek Carr gets sacked 7-8 times a game.
Yep, absolutely.
And we all know he's a little jittery back there sometimes. So but he's a little extra jittery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, that being said, where do you go at this point with that? I mean,
where do you go this point with what? I got an opinion. Whatever you say.
Like, where do you go with this point? Is that do you just now focus on all backup shit? Do you just so to me, do you just focus more on let Zeus get some time? Let's see what happens with that.
What I'm saying is, I've said from the beginning of the season, we got to run Jacobs. That's what got us into the playoffs last year. He carried us those last 4 wins of the season into the playoffs. Yeah. I don't know what the coaching staff was looking at, this new coaching staff, but when they figured out they should run the ball, that's when we got more competitive, that's when our offense got better. So what I'm saying is, instead of giving Josh Jacobs 33 carries, 29, I'm saying give him 24 and let this fresh rookie get 6 carries.
Yeah.
To give him some experience.
Yeah.
At first, when they brought him in, they wouldn't run him. Josh Jacobs needed a blow. He would tap his helmet. He come out. They bring him in. They were like an automatic pass. Just in the last few weeks, if they start when Jacobs come out, he tired. Fuck. He taking a beating out there and running through cats.
Right.
Zeus, I saw him at Georgia. He was SEC. This is who you drafted to replace him. He should be able to come and get 5 carries a game. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying give him 20 carries or nothing.
Yeah.
I'm not taking shit. I'm not none of that. I'm just saying
Yeah.
you got to integrate him a little bit. I'd
A
rather
little.
see him run the ball over Abdullah and whoever the hell else they be throwing out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would like to see him a lot more too. I mean, any running back, they look better when they get more carries. It's
Yeah.
not doing him any good giving him 1-2 carries and then taking him out the game.
Right.
Right.
He's not even getting warmed up yet.
No.
So you gotta give him a series or something.
Right.
Get him heated up, get him going.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing him with 10 carries.
I wouldn't mind seeing him with 10 carries for sure.
Yeah. So, you give Josh Jacobs like 20 plus carries, give him a cap, give him 20 carries, cap it right there, mix it in the way you need to mix it in.
I feel you. I go 20-25. I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
I know how the game is flowing.
Yep.
But these running backs, you beat them down. You beat them down. They run 300-400 carries a year. You beat them down. The best sometimes running games are who has a little tandem, who has somebody to spell them just a little bit. You don't got to get the same amount of carries, but somebody to come in. And I think, dude, Zeus runs hard.
Yeah.
And he's like 6 foot 210, 215, 220. He could come in and deliver a blow. After Jacob's been beating you up and shaking you, it's nice to have somebody fresh come in and run you over a couple times and then bring Jacobs back in to finish you off.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Browns do it the best. They got that two-headed monster. You just take a recipe out of their book and you just do that. I mean, we got the manpower to do it. We should do it.
Right.
Right. Old school football too. That's old school football, bro.
Yep.
That's old school football, man. Like at some point, I just feel like, man, we got to get back to old school football. I mean, whether it's for this year, because I still you fight, and you fight until you can't fight no more. So, so to me, you just keep fighting and fighting and fighting until you can't no more, and that helps you. Like real talk. Like if we out there and the homies, we out there, and we fighting. And it's 3 of us, and we fighting, and motherfucking we fight until it's over, and so but if I'm beat the fuck up and I got you 2 with me, and there's 2 more dudes, and Q fighting, he beat up, and then Big Mike come in and just like so use what you got. So yeah. That I mean, to me, that just I'm 100% with you on that. But I really feel like, more there.
Because as we've seen,
learning how to win.
Exactly. And as we've seen, Jacobs is breaking down a little bit. I mean, it's his shin.
Yeah.
This is, the last game he thugged it out with his hand or his wrist or whatever that was, and it was seemed painful.
Yep.
You just, I don't want, if he goes down, and then now you're going to try to get this new dude 15, 20 carries, but you ain't gave him 2 carries.
Yeah.
Right.
It's going to be a problem.
It is.
Right.
It is. And they gave Josh Jacobs the ball 33 times last week.
Right.
It's like, you can't do that. You're gonna run the dude to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
You need to put a cap on what he's doing. I mean, he's been a dude all season, but anything over 25 carries is a little too much for me, man. Yeah. Especially when you got the young running back in the kind of waiting.
Hey, y'all hold down for 1 second. I'll be right back.
For sure.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know, and that kind of goes back with the Josh McDaniels. Like, I think that he's not utilizing what he has effectively.
I just don't think he didn't evaluate it properly. You watched. I think he thought with the offensive line, he didn't make any big upgrades. He was going to come out and let Carr throw the ball 40 times a game. I think that was because the first game Jacobs had 10 carries. The second game he had 11. It was mind-boggling to me because if you, as a coach coming in, he should have went back to last year and watched every game, every single play, seen our strengths.
Yep.
You don't have all your draft picks. We didn't have a first or a second round because you got Devontae, which I'm great with, but
Yeah.
you didn't have any real top draft picks. So you're running off last year's team. So you need to see that. I think he should have done a better job of seeing their strengths. But like I just said it a second ago, the fact that Josh Jacobs was like the only starter out there in week 1 of preseason was crazy to me.
Yeah. You know what is what seems like to me is that Josh McDaniels was really trying to make an emphasis on doing the complete opposite of what the previous regime did. You know,
Right.
so he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna do it the way I want to do it, and I'm gonna do it without their guys." You know, and it
Right.
shows by the moves he's making. You know, he's cutting everything that kind of John Gruden and Mayock left. He's dropping dudes one at a time, and there's pretty much nobody left from that previous regime. So I think at the beginning of the season, he was like, "Yeah, I'm going to do completely the opposite of what was done, and see if it works that way." I think he was that stubborn to do so.
And I agree partly with a lot of what you just said. And also I think these new age offensive coordinators, they don't get new jobs by just running the ball. They get new jobs by having these elaborate schemes that are unstoppable, and the quarterback throwing the ball all over in these schemes and these, the way they do shit.
Yep.
So to me, you got the job.
Yeah.
Our offensive line isn't great. The best thing an offensive line that isn't great can do is run the ball normally. You got some young dudes on the line. Just go and be more man than them.
Yeah.
And that'll help in pass protection because that slows down the pass rush.
Yeah. It's crazy you say that because a lot of these offensive coordinators, you're right, they do kind of get their break by bringing something innovative to the table. Instead of doing some bread and butter, we gonna knock you on your head, all game with these two running backs. Some old school football. They want to do something innovative like run past the RPO. They want to RPO all day. They want to run bubble screens. They want to do all these gimmicks. But at the end of the day, if you got the pieces to run the ball, use your pieces. Because at the end of the day, all matters.
When you run the ball, everything plays off from that. Carr is great in play action passing.
Yeah,
he's great in play action. When you can get that fake, because your running back been getting 5 yards of carry, and them linebackers got to come up. Now you got the tight end getting behind the linebackers. You got your deep threats running past the safeties. You got your intermediate dudes. Yep. You got action. And he got action, and that's when he's at his best.
That's right. And that's what you get from the flea flicker that we did against the Chargers. That's why that worked, because the run game was working.
Yeah, exactly.
You can do stuff like that when the run game is working.
Exactly.
So
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's trick plays, but trick plays only work if you're showing that you're effective in one aspect of offense, which was the run. Because you got the linebackers, everybody biting up to try to stop the run in that situation.
Right.
Josh Jacobs flicks it back to Derek Carr. He just throws it over their head for a touchdown.
Right.
So, that comes from an effective run game.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I just feel like the run game opens everything up, man. It opens
everything up, bro.
It makes Carr better. It makes the receivers better. It makes the line better, which is even probably the most important.
Yep.
Because the run, like I said, it slows down. It can slow down the blitz. It just everything.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. The lineman got to take an extra 0.2, 0.3, 0.5 second to. Oh, do Jacobs got the ball? Because if he get through the line, he got a chance to go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's what these offensive coordinators, they're kind of overthinking the game these days. So I definitely agree with you on that one. They definitely just overthinking the game, trying to reinvent the wheel, trying to be just overcomplicated. Like, bro, football is man on man, knock somebody on their ass and advance the ball. I had a coach in high school.
Amen.
We ran a power I, and he was like, all we got to do is get 4 yards of carry to advance the ball. That's as simple as that. If you're getting 4 yards a pop, you getting first downs, bro, and it doesn't look pretty, but you're gonna win the game at the end of
But
the
you're
day.
gonna win the game. Yeah.
Amen.
So
Amen. Amen. Hey, A-Line said something a minute ago. And this, I've been saying this for years too.
Yep.
There's a little too much analytics being used over
oh
the
man.
fundamentals of football. Bro, all that analytics shit sometimes is like, bro, fundamentals of motherfucking football. Run through their motherfucking face, like Marshawn
Yep.
said.
Yep.
Run
Right.
through their motherfucking face. At some point, man, it's just, bro, it gotta be fundamentally sound. I mean, as a gambler, as a what, sometimes the fundamentals ain't nothing better than just the pure fundamentals of shit. Just
Yep.
running through the motherfucker's face, just being more man than them, like you said, Q. We've been preaching
Dude.
that shit for years. Be more man than them, bro. Be
Yep.
more motherfucking man than them, bro. And
Because
that's lost at some point
Because
in
when you
football.
run the ball and you can run it and they can't stop it and they know what's coming and they can't stop it, as a defense, that shit is demoralizing.
Yo,
And
it
you
is.
you get a Josh Jacobs who will run you over. He will run around you. He will shake you. He will run you over. Them linebackers, them safeties, when they come up to meet, they lose eye contact because they tired of hitting you. They
Yep.
tired of that. Then you start in that third and fourth quarter against Seattle when he busted that overtime run. Them was arm tackles when he got through there. They was
Yep.
tired of running and getting in front of him and getting ran over and getting punished.
Yep.
Demoralized them, dude.
Yeah, that's a lot of teams is getting away from that now, man. They're just trying to make it pretty now. That's what it is, you know.
And like the Queefs, this is a good example, man. The Queefs, they played Tampa Bay in the Super Bowl, and they came out and didn't run the ball.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay got people that can get after the quarterback. You know that year they can get after the quarterback.
Yep.
Mahomes is running for his life. You
All
not
game.
running the ball. We ain't got to worry about that.
Yep.
Oh, we on your head.
Yep.
Yep.
On your head. I ain't got to worry about it. That should make a big difference, man. And
Yep.
I'm glad that
I'm gonna say this: whoever wins the Super Bowl this year, they're gonna have a run game, and they're gonna use it. They're gonna use it at the end of the day. As pretty as you want to be all season, at the end of the day, the run game is gonna win you a Super Bowl.
Yep. Totally.
Yeah.
That's how it always works.
Yep.
That's how it always works.
That's it. Like,
so
totally agree.
Yeah, you know, we'll see this weekend, man. You know,
what are we gonna do this weekend?
You know, you did you see the Monday night game?
I kind of watched. I got a little bit of it. I kept score with it. I could listen to it on the radio on my way to the house.
Yeah,
I saw a minute of it because I won the first half bet. Ooh,
okay, there you go. Yeah, you know, Stevenson might be out because he went down, and they don't have Damian Harris either, so they might be without the two running backs. So that's to our advantage too. Yeah. So, you force Mac Jones to try to throw the ball to the nobody receivers that they do have. You know, we should take care of business, but you know how that goes.
Like from what I've seen,
hey, we know how that goes all year.
Yeah,
right.
Seriously,
that's all year.
Before I say this, let me say this: we are our worst enemy.
Mm-hmm.
We are our worst enemy. You know, we are our worst enemy, and that's that.
Yeah, you're right.
It seemed like tonight that Arizona didn't run the ball enough. It seemed like Connor was having some good success.
Yeah.
I want to say he averaged probably 6-7 yards a carry. It just seemed like they didn't run the ball enough. Your starting quarterback goes out on the first drive. It seemed like they should have ran the ball a little more.
Yeah,
and they were though. They were in the first half. I don't know what happened in the second half because I didn't even
Connor finished up with 15 carries.
I only had a halftime bet. And I'm not gonna lie, I got lucky that I hit that shit.
But what I'm saying is, I'm saying Connor had 15 carries.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they averaged 6-7 yards a carry. I'm just saying, it seemed like they should have stuck with the run a little bit more than that.
Oh, I know. I agree. I agree.
So I'm just talking about this game coming up on Sunday that I want to win. They on a short week. Hopefully, I'm sure they probably
we on a half bye week.
Yeah, we on a week and a half, man. We
I
on
don't
an
know how
extra
that
week.
worked. I don't know how that worked, but I'll
I
take
don't
it.
know either.
Because somehow we lose every bye week. We lose after every bye week.
Yeah,
Somehow.
that's true. Yeah, you're right.
I don't
Did
know
we
how
lose
that
this?
happened.
Did we lose this year after the bye week?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who did we play?
Was it the
I don't
Saints?
remember.
The Saints.
Oh my gosh.
We came out in 0.
Oh
Didn't
my
do nothing.
God.
We took
Hey,
another week off.
Did we? Did
Hey,
we? Did we
hey,
even show up?
is that who we played?
Man,
I think I just exited that out of my memory bank or something. My bad. That's
man.
yeah.
Yeah, we
Wow.
took a whole nother week off, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were like,
So
fuck,
hopefully,
I 1 week. Let's take 2 weeks off.
I will say this, man. I don't know if we're coming on again this week, man. This week has to be personal for McDaniels.
It
I
does.
mean, this is where he came from. He knows a lot of the ins and outs of Mac Jones and the whole offense. You know, a lot of the organization. When he went to when he took the head coaching job with Denver, whatever it was, a decade ago, they played the Patriots and he beat the Patriots. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping he can follow that same success and beat these dudes on Sunday. That's what I'm pushing for.
Right, right. Well, you're right. Well, so at this point, your job is to eliminate motherfuckers from the playoffs. So
Yeah.
beat their ass and eliminate them, and like you said, take that shit personal, eliminate them from the playoffs. Basically,
Yep.
I mean, every game from this point forward is almost a rivalry game. You know, you got a Patriot, you got something personal for Josh McDaniels this weekend. The following weekend, we got a old school rivalry in Pittsburgh.
That's right.
And then we got the Niners, we got the Bay rivalry the following week.
Yeah, for sure.
And then we got the Chiefs.
And
so each game, hey, you gotta take it personally each week.
Amen. So, you know what? For us, for the nation, though, do it for the nation.
That's right.
Like each week for the nation, right?
And I always, through every show, man, I always give a special shout out, man. Max Crosby.
Yeah.
Always talking about the nation, always talking about the fans.
Yep.
They ask him, I just apologize to our fans. I'm sorry for the greater nation. Man, this is always, this is totally off, but just a shout out to him, man, for always being a stand-up dude, man, and bringing 1,000%, being relentless all day long, no matter the record, no matter what's going on, and bringing it every week.
And what's great about him is that he's getting held every play. He's getting hugged every play. But he knows that's what it means to be a Raider. He's not going to get the favorite call.
Yeah, he don't cry. Hey, for Mad Max, can Mad Max get like 4 sacks and a fumble recovery this week? Because I do have Mad Max at it's not a lot of money, but I got him at like $15 to win the defensive player of the year and shit.
Yeah, that you might cash in on that one.
50-1 on it, but
Yeah, for sure. He up there though, man.
He can do it. I mean, if he gets another. I mean, he had a sack last game, so should have been more than one. He should have had 3. He should have had 3 or 4. He do another 2 or 3. He might be the favorite. Might be the favorite to win it.
The problem is the team got to get to down there. Like if we can win 3 of the next 4, he got a shot. He got a shot.
Yeah.
But he gotta get like 6 more sacks.
Yeah.
And
he's got to continue to bring it, man. If Chandler's been stepping up the last 2-3 games, hopefully he can finish off the season on a good note and continue bringing it and fumble recoveries and sacks, because that's huge.
Yep.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Because you just got to worry about that dude. They're gonna chip him and do hella shit that way, man.
Yeah. And Belichick, you know what he likes to do. He'll find the strength in whatever you have defensively, offensively. He'll take that away.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, you got to also expect that they're going to bring double tight ends, 3 tight ends, on one side. They're going to have a fullback chip them, or if not a fullback, they're going to have a slot receiver doing some tricky chipping. Like you're going to see a bunch of stuff like that from Belichick. So,
you're going to see a lot from that motherfucker.
Yeah. So. You know, he's the dirtiest of them all. So he'll do whatever he has to do to win. So he'll you know, if Max Crosby can overcome that, man, you might have to crown him at that point. You might have to crown him, give him a couple sacks. He does that. So
yeah, he just got to keep bringing it, man. Like, and I know it just seems like he had him fired up this past game, man. I don't know what the halftime speeches be like, but the halftime speeches need to get stepped up, Mike. I mean, they need to get stepped up, man. I mean,
if it's anything like his press conferences, bro, I can see why they be blowing the lead, man. Because his press conferences be boring, bro.
Yeah, yes.
Man.
It's like, man, that's the only thing like I wish about I miss about Gruden is that Gruden had the team fired up at least. You know, they played with some sort of intensity. You know, these dudes like Josh McDaniel just seemed like he don't even care, bro. Like I couldn't imagine him hyping me up. Like if I was in that locker room and he come in and start talking, I'm like, come on, man. You know who? I don't know.
I had a coach, man. I didn't coach kids, man. You got to have that one coach. If it's the offensive coordinator, the linebacker coach, somebody got to give that speech at halftime,
right?
And make everybody's skin tingle or something, man.
Yeah.
I have some coaches. You be ready to run through a wall for the coach. You come out so fired up, or you got to be a player,
right?
Somebody got to do something, man. But them second halves, man, leave a lot to be desired.
Right. And you know what? It might be a Patrick Graham thing. Maybe he's the dude. Because to me, he seems like the dude that'll get a dude fired up. You know, maybe he's the dude that kind of, you know, gets dudes fired up. But they need more. They need more than him. If he's the only one doing it, man, we need more. We need more than that.
Because you remember when Robert Saleh was a defensive coordinator, he had them dudes fired up. He didn't got to the Jets. This is second year. Them dudes be on. I see him jumping. I'm a former linebacker back in high school. I'll be ready to jump and I'll be ready to go.
Yep.
Just seeing how juiced he be.
Right. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All that talking and we just finna talk regular and come on, guys.
Yeah.
That ain't it, bro. This is football.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's good to talk X's and O's and strategy, all that stuff. But when it's all said and done, man, we need a little bit more than that. You need more than that.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if we need a little bit more. We need a lot more.
A lot more. You're right. You're right, bro. You're right. Yeah, man.
I'm ready, man. Talking to y'all got me fired up for Sunday, man.
No, it's only Monday, bro. We got a ways to go.
It's all good, man. I'm just ready to win. Period.
Yes, sir.
I'm ready to win.
Period.
Let's get past this week. This is a new week. You know me, Thor. I'm 1 week at a time. Let's focus on this week and see what it do.
Right. Yep. Exactly, man. Honestly, let's see what let's bro. Winning cures everything, right? Winning cures everything, man.
All the time.
Hey, the New York Football Giants, bro. The New York Football Giants. Fuck the New York Football Giants for my homeboys. From my homeboy William Garcia and them New York homies who in the building still. Fucked up. But them motherfuckers won games, found a way to get in, and when you find a way to get in, you fuck around and find a way to be the 17-0 fucking in the Super Bowl.
Right.
We got a shot to beat the fucking Miami Dolphins undefeated team shit. And that's it.
I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
Hey, for sure.
For that, the Giants that year, they beat the Patriots. They had dogs on the defensive line.
Yeah,
that's how they did it. It started with those guys, and they were leaders. And that's what we need. We need some dogs in there to kind of just fire up the team. Besides these coaches.
We do. We know we got Max in there. We know we got Max on the D line.
Yep.
We know we need Chandler to pick it up. We need a little more help on the inside. Yep. Hey, someone got to step up, bro. Someone got to step up. My brother.
Yeah, I do like that. Bilal Nichols, he had a sack this game. So this is
I actually like Bilal Nichols for sure. I
Yeah.
like him.
yeah, we
You
got some
know,
good run stuffers, man. We do. We got
we do.
we got some dudes, but we need a little bit more on that interior. I would like to see him get some more sacks, or at least get
Oh, of
involved to
Of
getting some strip sacks or causing more fumbles.
Yeah,
Like we need some more of that.
yeah. Well, definitely. We definitely need motherfuckers to step it up a little bit and get them strip sacks and get what we got dudes there. Anyone who's in the NFL is a player. You just need the mentality switch. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know if you can get it at this point, but why not? Why I mean, why you just leave it all out? Leave it all out there. We got motherfuckers got to leave it all out there, and we know Max does. I just
Yep.
wish that Max is. I wish he could start rubbing off a little more on it.
Yeah.
But
Shoot.
But I will say this, man. I just heard y'all talking about Bilal Nichols, man.
as long as you don't quit,
Definitely don't. Bet not.
as long as you don't quit, because we've been out there. We've been out there as fans. I don't know about everyone, but I know everyone in the chat who's been in here. They've all been out there. I'm looking at everyone who's been in here with me. They've all been out there with us.
Yep.
We leave it all out there. So
So we definitely expect nothing less.
Yep.
That's it. That's all I want. Leave it all out there, man. Leave it all out there, and whatever happens, happens, right?
And man, with Bilal Nichols, man, we've been stopping the run. We've been pretty decent on the run the last few games, man. They've been. You can see it coming. You can see it coming, but just when you want it to happen in wins, you know what I'm saying? You want it to happen in wins, especially wins when you watch the game. You obviously should have won. So that's what makes it frustrating.
What's frustrating is you look at stats, right, and you're like, "How did we lose this game?" Like, you really look at you look at the numbers, right? You got Devontae Adams. He's about to go for 1,500 this year. You got Josh Jacobs. He's about to go for 1,500 this year.
Yep.
You got an offensive play. You got a defensive player of the year candidate. It's like you think that with them pieces, it's like, all right, this is definitely a playoff team.
Right.
Definitely.
And it's frustrating that it's not the case because the way we're losing just doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense.
Dude. That's what hurts so bad.
Yeah.
The way they lose.
Man.
Just the way they lose. The 20-0 against Arizona. And you see Arizona tonight and they look like garbanzo beans.
Right.
the Colts, Jeff Saturday, and you see they look horrendous.
Yep.
That's what really really?
We got shut out by the Saints.
The Saints, bro. The Saints.
Man. It's like how does that happen? How you blow a 20-point lead, 2 17-point leads, a 13-point lead with minutes to go, and
3 17-point leads.
Running into each other on the game-winning drive, just on fourth down, just the way we lose be so horrible, and just that's why I said earlier, we here for therapy. Raider Nation, this is like Raider Nation therapy, man.
Yeah.
And I feel better when I talk about it and get it out.
Yeah. Because I was sitting there looking like, how did this happen? You know what I mean? Like, especially the last game, like Baker Mayfield had a day and a half to prepare.
Like
how
that long, or did he have like
Mike? You knew 6 plays. I mean, they kind of ran the same plays, kind of over and over.
Like how did man?
And then watch this week. They're gonna get beat by 30. I don't even know who they play, but they're gonna get beat by 20 or 30. Watch.
Yeah, they got who do they play this week? I don't even know.
Don't
even matter. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Don't care,
but you're right. They're gonna get smoked by 30 points.
Right.
Man, it's crazy.
Just like Jeff Saturday. Jeff Saturday done lost every game since then.
Right. Don't know how to call timeouts. All the shit. Oh, Jeff Saturday, boy, I tell you.
That look like
Hey.
Vince Lombardi against us.
Right, look like right. Hey, Alon said all of that reciting the Cub Scout credo at the half ain't going to cut it.
Right.
Man,
Yo,
get these
that's
cats
true.
fired up, man. Somebody got to have a speech, man.
About
He
it.
giving Sunday Al
Man.
Pacino speech, man.
Right.
You know,
Mhm.
I don't get it. I don't get it, man. It's not enough. It's not enough dogs on a team right now. That's the problem. That's
part
just
of
to
it.
me. It's just not enough dogs right now. We
Right.
got some, but we just don't have
We
enough.
got a couple, but we ain't got enough.
Right.
Yeah.
We got
That's-
like 2 or 3 dogs in the pack, but you need like 7, 8 dogs in the pack at least.
Yeah.
Right.
You need like 10 good leaders that are dogs that can
Mhm.
like get the whole team on board. But we
Right,
got
right.
3. We got 3 for
Right,
sure.
right,
And that's
right,
it.
for sure.
Oh, man.
Hey, what about a bitch, man? Fuck.
It's
But
crazy.
you know, but again, this is the life we chose, man. This is the life we chose, man.
Yep.
It-
And I want to say this too about we talking about dogs, man. I just think that Devontae is a dog. I don't know if anybody else see it or not, but he be pissed. He
Yeah.
be pissed. Like some
Yeah.
motherfuckers don't care. Some people you
Yeah.
lose and nobody really be tripping. Nah, he be pissed and he don't want to talk to the media because I feel like he don't want to throw nobody under the bus, the coach, the quarterback, the players, you know. I just hope that that's being people are getting that energy though.
Yeah.
If you don't care if we lose, like I hate to lose. When I was a kid, I hated to lose.
You know what? You know what my thing is, man, and I think this is a lot. There's not anybody really talking about this. I think that Devontae Adams is a dog, and he has a certain way of rubbing off on the rest of the players. But at the same time, the guy that's been on the team for the longest, he doesn't want to step on his toes, Derek Carr. So it might be better for him, for Derek Carr to bounce so he can 100% take over as that dude to actually be in a motherfucker's face when it's time to start talking. You know, you see it with Tom Brady. He don't mind getting after you on the field during the game.
Right.
You know? Now, I think Devontae Adams can be that dude. I think he can. I think he wants to. But I think because of Derek Carr, his buddy is the leader of the team right now.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't want to step on anybody's toes. That's kind of how I see it. You know, and he gets frustrated.
I totally feel you on that, dude. I totally feel you on that because one time, you know, it was a couple weeks ago, Devontae did say a couple things in the media or whatever, and he was either talking about Carr or he was talking about McDaniels. He was talking about him getting double teamed. If we're not gonna throw me the ball when I'm double teamed all the time. If we only throw the ball when I'm not double teamed, I'm gonna have 5 catches for the year.
Yep.
You know, so yeah, you got it. And that's the reason I was hoping that Devontae could bring Carr out of that shell of trying to make the safe passes.
I got
for sure. Because sometimes he has so few interceptions because he's not willing and he don't trust his receivers and he's not taking that extra chance that some of the gunslingers take.
Yeah, you're right.
That's why you end up with 25 touchdowns and not 35.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, you know, he shits the bed when he gets in the red zone. That's another reason why he's not getting that 35 touchdowns.
Yeah, you're right about that. Totally.
You know, and I think that at the end of the season, he is going to be a big look in the mirror for Derek Carr. And I think that look in the mirror is going to be in the face of Devontae Adams because when the offseason comes, they might have to have that talk. If Derek Carr is going to be that dude after the end of the season, which I think he's going to be gone, but if he's going to still be here, Devontae Adams has to have that talk with him like, hey, man, you know, we got to figure something out. We got to do something. We got to talk. We got to do something.
They should have had that talk 5 weeks ago, and I hope they have it tomorrow.
Yeah.
We got to figure something out.
You know, in the middle of the season, that's like kind of in the mix of things. Like it's kind of hard to kind of like reflect. I don't know.
I
You
feel
know, I've been in football seasons, and you look back at the end of the season like, okay, what could I have done better? You know,
I totally feel what you're saying in the middle of the season, but when you got Geno Smith last week throwing for I think like 300 against the Rams, and then we come and we throw for like 120. I mean, I'm just saying, like Geno make $8 million or something. I mean, Carr make
Yeah.
30 or 40 or 25, 30, 40. I don't know what his number is, but it's
Yeah.
high. I need more than I need at least 250, 200 yards passing.
Yeah. You know, if they're boys like they say they are, they got to have that tough
You gotta have
conversation.
hard conversations.
Yeah. Because your boy, you can have tough conversations with.
Yeah.
You
So,
know,
dude,
and-
I don't give a fuck about. I don't care what you do. I don't care.
Right.
Go kill yourself. I mean, jokingly, but I'm just saying.
right.
You know, but if you're Thor, you my dog for X amount of years. If I see you and I see that we could be better, and I see we got to have a tough conversation, I'm gonna start it off like, hey,
Yeah.
let's talk about it. This is what
Yeah.
I see. This is what I think.
Yep.
This is what I need you to do.
Yep.
What do you think? Let's go back and forth. Let's figure this out.
Yep. You know, you should be able to tell your boy that you're trash.
Yep. I totally
Right.
agree.
You know, and Devontae Adams needs to be that dude to tell him, hey, you're trash, bro. Fix it.
Yeah. In these spots.
Right.
Mm.
In these spots.
You know what I'm saying?
In these spots.
Yeah.
So,
For us to win these games, though. Seriously.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm from the town, bro. I see you got your Oakland Raider hat on, Q, and I ought to have my shit on too. But I'm trying to represent with my. I turn my lights off. I'm trying to represent with my Christmas shit on. Like we giving games away and shit. But
Today's the day,
but-
man.
but I'm from the town though. I'm from the Yay. I'm from there though. And if you can call that bitch a bitch, you would, man. I grew up on Short Dog, man, and I know we just too short. Just got a short a street named after him and shit.
Yeah, for sure.
And hey, if that's your boy, be like, bro, you playing like
Oh,
a bitch, bro. You playing like crap, bro. Like
Yeah.
you got the talent, like if that's your folks, you ain't gotta
Oh.
like break him down, but you
Like
can be
Thor.
like, bruh,
like Mike was just saying, he
like
don't think
crap, bro. Get your shit together.
Mike just
Everyone
said
be
he don't
like,
think Carr gonna be here next. He just said Kurt don't think Carr gonna be here next year. Like, dog, if we don't get this shit together in these last few games to show you, they gonna get you out of here.
yeah,
Yep.
They gonna get you out of here though. Like seriously,
Yep.
that's them the conversations that need to be had. Like,
yeah,
we need you to let this shit go.
yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's now or never, man.
Mm,
We've been in this game for 9 years with this dude. They've been talking about this number one receiver. We get the number one receiver. You know, they've been talking about, oh, the defense can't give up. They give up 25, 30 a game. Okay, they give up 17 and we still lose.
Yep.
So, I mean, so what? I'm just tired. I'm tired of the fucking excuses, man.
tired,
Yep.
tired.
Tired of that. Like,
It's enough.
it's enough is enough.
Yeah,
You know.
Hey, let me say this, because we talk about, you know, we Hatfields and McCoys with the Niners, man. I just heard Trent Williams from the Niners left tackle say today, no, Brock Purdy come in the huddle, and if you talking, that motherfucker tell you to shut the fuck up.
Right.
A rookie
oh,
come in the
yeah.
huddle with veterans and say,
Right.
shut the fuck up.
Hey,
Yeah.
a
Dude.
7th round draft pick rookie.
Yeah.
Not
Dude.
even, not even. I was the number one pick in the draft
No. But
It
come
wasn't-
in there with some
because he came in
Come in
and,
there with
and
some
they
fucking
said
nuts
this:
and some
you
balls.
leave this
and-
team now. Leave
Right.
this team now.
Yeah.
I don't know
What's
what
what's DC saying? Hey, would you just shut your trap, please? Like,
Hey,
what's he saying? Like, I couldn't
nice
imagine
to
him.
talk.
You know,
Yeah.
like
I don't even know if he's saying that.
Make
He's
them
like,
right.
respect it, man.
I don't even know if he's saying that. He's like, hey,
Yo.
bro, what you doing after the game? Can you come kick it at the church?
Hey, man.
yo,
I don't know what
man.
Because at the end of the day, man, whether I've been married for 17 years, but whatever you talking to a female, you talking to some dudes, sometimes you gotta let you gotta come in and let a motherfucker know how we run in here and how this
Right.
finna go. Period. And they will respect it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or they will
Right.
jump off or they will be off the ship. Period.
Yep.
Period.
Period.
That's
Like the
leave me.
way, and this is on some different shit, but the same type of shit. The way Draymond got at, I'm a Warrior fan. The way Draymond
Oh,
Green got at Kevin Durant, I felt like Kevin Durant should have just punched him on the court. You can't, dude. You can't
Yeah.
don't talk to me like that ever in your fucking life.
Right.
But you bowed down, and that's why the shit just imploded. You can't let nobody do you like that.
Yeah.
Right. But then you
would've
know
had
what
a lot
happened?
more respect from him if he would.
Hey,
Yeah.
but then you know what happened? We won another world championship, and KD went wherever he went.
Yeah, it hasn't
Yeah,
won since.
but that was over. We would still be winning. We wouldn't have lost none.
Yeah,
We
you're right.
would have won the year after. We'll be winning this year for sure. All that shit.
Yep.
All that shit. You can't let it, what I'm saying is you can't let a man. You got to demand your respect.
You have to.
Period. Period.
But he ain't, but KD wasn't that dude.
Stop talking that KD shit, bruh. You can't. He bitched up, which is why he's gone. That's my point.
Yeah.
He bitched up.
Yep. Yeah. And DC can't be a bitch, bro. And like I said, if you can call that bitch, like I said, we from that motherfucker. If you can call that bitch a bitch, you would.
Yep.
And he did, and he got gone, and they definitely call it like it is, bro, and see what happens.
So exactly. So the analogy is hopefully Devontae can get at his boy and be like, "Cuz, I need you to step it up, man. You're acting like a bitch." Use my friend. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what's being said, man.
Right.
And let's go. And let's ride.
And let's rock with it, bro. Let's see what it do, bro. And see what it do. And see what it do, bro. Like ain't no shame. And real talk, ain't no shame. You was acting like that for a while. But if I come and check you and you can get it together, get it together. If you can show you can get it together in the last last 4 weeks of the year, and you can get it together, and I checked you, maybe you different. Maybe that's all it took. Maybe that was all it took. And if that was all it took, great.
People talk, and it's crazy because we in 2022 and everybody is fucking soft. Everybody's fucking soft. They got us raising these kids soft. Can't touch your kids. Can't yell at people, whatever. Can't cuss. All that shit. Man, let's fucking go. Let's tell this dude, Devontae is the perfect person to me to get Carr in order. And I know people want to tank. They want a new quarterback. Whatever. I don't care who's the quarterback. I just want to win. But,
Period.
But I feel like DC has the talent to make it work.
Right.
But he gotta step the fuck up and get some grown man cojones and get this bitch rolling, get this motherfucker rolling.
Yeah, and you know what I think? A lot of the Raider Nation, about half of us, they want DC, the other one want him gone, and I think about half of us are going to be upset because I really think they're going to keep him. I really think they're going to keep him another year.
They keep him.
Say again?
They didn't keep him because I don't want that motherfucker. But if you keep him, I'm gonna rock with it. Then that's what it is. That's what it is. Like, I don't give a fuck. Real ass talk. Whatever we go into our fight with, that's who we got, and that's who needed. That's who it is. And so motherfuckers can call me a fucking Kardashian or a Derek Carr hater, and I hate that shit. When people call motherfuckers haters, that's some whack ass shit. Either just because I don't like how a motherfucker performed, don't mean I'm a hater.
Yeah,
it
just means I don't like how he's performing.
When you spit facts about shit that everybody sees, I mean that's not a hater. You just stating facts.
Yeah,
but motherfuckers call. But I'm just saying what people call it.
I mean, that goes back to what I was saying.
Because you know why? Because motherfuckers soft. Because motherfuckers soft and weak nowadays.
And this is my point. Brady, who has more titles than any team, He comes and people say it's bad leadership, but whatever. They said Jordan was bad leadership. Fuck that. But you gotta come on, you gotta get at a cat and you gotta yell at him and tell him what you expect. Period. And tell him you need them to step the fuck up.
Right.
Period. From your leader.
You know, and that's kind of what I'm hoping for if they do keep him, is that, you know, that you know, at the end of the season, they're clearing the locker rooms the day after the game, you know, season's over. What I would like to see is I want to see Josh McDaniels, I want to see Ziegler, I want to see Mark Davis, I want to see Devontae Adams and Derek Carr in one room. And I want them two, along with those three, kind of being moderators, and Devontae Adams is letting them have it for the season. Like, hey, they're talking about keeping you for next season. I want you here still because you're my boy. But I also want to win some games. I want to go to a championship. I want to go to the playoffs. And you're leading the way for this. So you need to get your shit together. We need to start prepping today for the 2023 season. That's what needs to happen. And whatever we got to do to prepare for September, whoever we play, we're doing this today. And that's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear, that's what happened. You know, because that's the only way it's going to be acceptable for me, for Derek Carr to continue being on this team.
I feel it. I just 100%. feel like Devontae is real big in this whole equation. Because I feel like Devontae can get through to him. You know, they buddies, whatever the game is. You know, I just want to make this comment. I just want to comment to this because somebody said if they keep him, they might miss out on the next Joe Burrow or Josh Allen.
I mean, you can draft another dude.
Yeah, you can't. Exactly. I totally agree with that. Yeah. You just don't know what these dudes going to do. Fucking Brock Purdy is over here showing leadership. He the last picked in the fucking draft, but he started for 3 years in college at a major college. Yep. That shit matters. You get a dude fucking the Jets quarterback who was number 2 last year. He don't even dress up for the games.
Yeah.
He don't even dress up for the games. So I think, like, Mike, I think they should draft a quarterback in the draft, period.
Right.
Just because dude is in his 9th year, period. Yeah. I ain't saying they need to be first or second round, but they need to draft a quarterback, period. When they drafted, what do you draft? Connor Cook. I think Dak Prescott went the next pick. I'm not a big Dak fan, but Dak been holding it down and has been, you know, a Pro Bowl guy.
Yep.
So when it's time to pick, man, just pick right.
Exactly. And you know, whether that's the second or third round, like you can find your guy in those rounds. You don't have to go first round, but you can still pick your guy. And I honestly don't want a rookie going out there first year under Josh McDaniel's system anyway. Because we thought Derek Carr was bad. Just imagine what a rookie's gonna do.
Right. And it's complicated. It's complicated system.
Right.
So I'm gonna come in on some of the chat on this. So my brother said something about if you guys think there's hope with Derek Carr, not even his boy can make him the guy y'all want him to be. It's overdue to cut bait. Amen with that. Amen. And he said, and Cool Kev said, if we give him, they might miss out on the next Joe Burrow or Josh Allen. And I'm on all of that. I'm on all of that. Mm-hmm. I'm 100% on all of that. But I also understand that with the losses we've had this year, we're so close. We're so close to being a real playoff team. And it's not because Derek Carr is great. It's because we have a lot of talent on the team.
Yep.
So I'm going to agree with those 2 comments, but I'm also going to say, because y'all, I don't know if y'all like, I fucking can't stand Derek Carr being on this team, and I think we should have been cut bait, but at this point, you're almost too fucking close to where if you could get him to just be good enough.
Yeah,
and it's not that he's the dude. It's not that he's the dude. It's that he could be good enough. and not be horrible. If he could just not be horrible.
You know what also helped Carr last year? You know
get
what also
another-
helped?
You got to start all the fucking way over.
You know what also helped Carr last year? Having Mariota behind his back, breathing on his neck.
Yeah.
Ready. And some of the nation calling for Mariota. That's what helped. So they got Stidham.
Yeah.
I don't know. Stidham's never really started in the NFL. I mean, I know Mariota just got benched, but he's leading the no-talent Atlanta team to probably a better record than what we got. So if you come in and you draft a quarterback, I don't know, second, third round, this quarterback class is supposed to be deep. You get somebody in the second round, third round, somebody that come in and challenge. You know, I think that'll make him better too also. You know, fucking Green Bay went out and drafted Jordan Love. To me, that was stupid, but they drafted Jordan Love, and then Aaron Rodgers started playing even better.
Right.
True.
Right.
It's true. And you know, like we might miss out on a Burrow or Allen, but those guys don't come every year. You know, out of these quarterbacks that are getting drafted, I mean, is there a guy that really sticks out?
In Philly, you got Hurts in Philly,
second round draft pick.
You're right.
Yeah. So if you bring someone, but like if you draft Cool Kev said if you draft a quarterback, they'll allow the fire and so good. Motherfucker, set that motherfucker's ass on fire, bro. Do something.
Yeah, for sure.
Do something to make him do something, man.
Green Bay did it.
Yeah.
Green Bay had Rodgers and traded up and drafted a quarterback in the first round. It obviously ain't worked out, but they put him on notice.
Hey, what would you feel about, because Green Bay wanted Darren Waller. They wanted Darren Waller, right? And when nixed that shit, we signed Darren Waller. They was trying to trade for Darren. What if you somehow, just hypothetical here, because I'm okay with Waller. I just think we got to figure out what's up with him, if he's really hurt or not. Mm-hmm. What if you were like, give us Jordan Love, and you can have Darren Waller, and we'll take your draft pick or some shit like that. Like, just
I don't know what Jordan Love is. I need more than Jordan Love for me personally.
I mean, just
I feel you though.
To me, he looked okay. Like to me,
he looked okay when.
Okay.
He looked okay when.
Huh?
What are you talking about? He looked okay when.
Well, he played the other day, bro. He played
a half.
For a half.
Yeah.
He played against KC last year and scored 7 points. He looked okay when.
Yeah, he played earlier this year, bro. He played this year. He played a little bit this year.
He played a half, bro. What are you talking about?
But
we just throwing stuff against the wall, man. What are we doing?
I mean, to me, he looked okay, bro. He did. I watched him for a half, and he looked okay. I was like, ooh, he looked all right.
To the point of you want to bring somebody that Carr gotta look over his back a little bit. Yeah, then okay. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. No. That's all I'm saying. Like, Carr gotta look over his back. That's all. Like, he looked okay. Like
because the Packers can't trade Jordan Love and get a first or second round draft pick. I'm trying to trade. If we trade Waller, I'm trying to get a first or a second round draft pick.
We ain't getting shit for Darren Waller.
Yeah, we'll get a third or fourth if we're lucky.
Well, he got to stay on the team.
That motherfucker ain't played all year, bro.
He got to stay on the team.
He ain't played all year, bro. Darren Waller ain't getting and we signed him to a big ass contract. You get that contract off.
That was a fumble. Then that was a fumble. That was a total fumble. They gotta ride with that.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, well, okay. Well, then draft a quarterback. I don't know, man. I
feel you. I feel you trying to figure it out. You're trying to figure out where to slide Carr up out of there. I feel it.
You know what my thing is, like I'm leaning towards Carr not returning next season, but like I said, if he does return this season, it's got to be some stipulations there. First, he's got to have that talk with the front office, Devontae Adams, this and that. Like I said, second, he's got to restructure because he's owed $35 million next year, and
He got to restructure. He
Yeah.
got to restructure.
I will
Or he
say
can
this.
come back.
I will say this in Carr's favor.
Mhm.
He signed a team-friendly deal.
he did.
They are able to get rid of him for like $5 million of dead cap money after the year.
Yep.
Next year, if they get after next season, I think it goes down to $3 million of dead cap money. It's not like it's 20, 30, 40 million dollars. They got to eat hella bread. So
Yeah.
he's on a prove it type of deal.
Yeah.
His
And,
credit.
I'll say this: if he doesn't come back, if he comes back next year, he ain't going beyond that. I'll tell you that. Like he's not going to see after that second year because after that he's owed like 41, 42 million. He's not that quarterback to be paying that much money.
Not where we're at right now. No, he's not.
Yeah. So he would have to damn near win a Super Bowl to get paid 41, 42 million. So if not this year, if not next year, he's gone after that year for sure. He's going to be gone.
I totally agree with that.
So, I just think that, I think they're going to be, I think they're being a little bit patient, like us as a fan base, we're ready. We want to win now. But I think the front office is like, they're a little bit more patient and they're like, we don't want to hear, but I think they're a lot more patient than we are. I think that next year was the year that they were kind of expecting things to happen.
I do think that next year is the year that they were kind of expecting things to happen. I also thought that Carr was ahead of where they thought he was.
Yeah, that's true.
If that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, that's
the first couple of games we come out throwing the ball 40 times and run it 10. Oh, y'all think he the dude. Y'all know our offensive line ain't great. Most quarterbacks don't do good under pressure anyway. He really don't.
Yep.
He really don't.
These next 4 games is going to be a big evaluator for him, whether or not we keep him or not. So, if he keeps throwing that red zone interceptions and not scoring, he's gone. Right. He's absolutely going to be gone. But on the flip side, if he can, we've seen him play like really good in certain games where I don't know if you guys remember that Eagles game last year where he lit it up on the Eagles. So if he can do something similar to that, that's going to be hard to walk away from. If he can do that on a consistent basis, gets this offense going, get acclimated to what McDaniels is trying to do on offense. I mean, it might be worth another year. I mean, I don't know. At the same time, it's like,
they bring him back, and this is where I'm at because I'm always like I'm on the fence with Carr. I'm like,
me too.
I like him because he's a Raider.
Everywhere.
I like him because he's a Raider. I see the potential, but I see where he don't have that dog in him.
Yep.
I also see that with the little timidness. Whatever happens next year, they need to draft a quarterback.
Yep.
I'm not saying it needs to be. I don't. It's a deep draft class. I'm not saying it needs to be first round, but they need to draft a quarterback. Teams do it all the time. I mean, New England did it with Garoppolo. Green Bay did it with Rodgers. Teams do it all the time.
Yep. They did it with Garoppolo. They did it. Shoot, they did it twice. They did it. What was it? Matt Castle. They did it with him. The Patriots. He
was a late pick, but yeah, they got somebody in there.
Yeah, it's true. But he eventually was second string, and he was slated when Brady went down. He started.
They won 11 games that year. They won 11-5 that year.
Yep. So
5-10-6, something like that.
Yeah.
And he came to us, didn't he? And he was crap.
I think he went to the he think he was on a team for a little bit.
But I think he went with Kansas City for a few years or something.
That's when he was trash. That's when he got exposed. He went to Kansas City and he just wasn't that dude like they thought they were going to get. So they let him go. But
the Patriots have a lot of dudes that go get big money elsewhere and be crap.
Oh yeah, that's the biggest fraud in the NFL, man.
We dealt with the Trent was I don't even know the dude name. Trent
Brown, yeah.
JC Jackson, who just got like $75-80 million with the Chargers before he tore his ACL, they bitched his ass.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fraud.
Yeah.
Coaches too.
No big money free agents from the Patriots.
Yeah. You can count coaches with that too.
Straight right? Yeah.
Fraud.
Yeah.
Josh
Yep,
McDaniels.
Patricia. This was looking. Patricia.
Yeah.
I forgot their coach's names. Charlie something.
Charlie Weiss.
Yeah. Yep.
Fraud.
Romeo Cornell.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, they produce frauds over there. They look good and then they go somewhere else and they can't get
It's
it
a
done,
system.
man.
Right.
They
So,
sit behind Belichick, who created the monster, and then they just get paid.
yeah. And
Hey,
the problem is
don't
that they
hate-
try to be Belichick.
Don't
That's
hate
what
the
it is.
player, hate the game, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Rock in the building. I see you, Rock. He said we've
Hey,
already seen
hey.
Carl's Apex.
Aunt Rock and Tony.
We might have,
in
yeah.
the building. What's up, baby?
You might
What's
have,
up?
man.
What's up,
I'm still
Rock?
hoping Devontae got something to say in that for these last few games.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm resting on.
I'm
like,
reaching though. I mean, it's a reach.
It is a
I'm
reach,
a
but
Raider
something needs
fan.
to happen.
We
Something
reaching.
needs to happen.
Yeah.
You know?
Ain't no need, ain't no shame in reaching, bro. We Raider
Right.
fans, bro. We Raider
Right.
fans. So we finna hope for the best, right? We finna hope for the best.
All day.
We finna just keep hoping that shit come together.
Yep.
However it may be,
I
man.
see you, Rock.
And we finna be out there repping, baby. We finna be out there repping, baby.
Big time.
That's
Talking
what's
shit
up.
at work.
Mike, you ever get up here to Vegas, bro, for any games?
Bro, I'm in Vegas all the time, man. But I was there for the Broncos game last year, the day after Christmas, but that was the last game I went to.
Okay.
Yeah, but next year I'll be going to a game. I'm done for the season, man. I went to the Rams game and that was it for me, man. But I'll be there next year.
Boy.
Okay. Well, if you get up here, you gotta come kick it, my brother. You gotta come kick it for sure.
Oh yeah, man. That's happening, bro. That's happening.
It's too bad, man. It's too bad. I wish we would have known you was out there for the Rams game, or you know what I'm saying. We would have kicked it for sure.
Yeah,
But-
it was kind of a last minute deal. Like we got tickets that day and we headed out. So, I didn't even put it out there that I was even going. I didn't even know I was going till that day. So
All good, for sure. Well, whenever you come out here, you got to kick it with us, man. You got to come kick it for sure. We kick it hard, man. It sucks. A couple of the homies came in here late, and Rock and
We
Tony.
real Raiders, man.
yep.
You
Real
know,
Raider Nation.
T in the building. What's up, T? What's happening, brother? I'm glad a lot of motherfuckers in here last second. I don't know how
We
y'all.
got 2 hours on it too. Appreciate
Huh?
y'all for popping in, man.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure y'all like the show. So make sure you subscribe. I'm sure y'all subscribe, but if you ain't subscribed,
Yeah, for sure. If you ain't subscribed, please do. Hey, Big Mike, what's your channel, man? Big Mike.
Yeah, you can find me Big Mike Raider. Just do a search Big Mike Raider, it'll pop up. Right now I'm not doing any lives as of right now. I'm just doing interviews. I just talk about Raiders culture, past, present, future. From different people's perspective. I talk to non-Raider fans, see how they're feeling about the Raiders and things like that. So I try to do a little bit of different stuff and also do a film breakdown. I do film breakdowns. So last one I did was the Chandler Jones when he won AFC Defensive Player of the Week. So I broke that one down. So go ahead and check it out, man. I mean, some good stuff, and then the interviews are good too. I'm dropping another one this Saturday, so just keep your eyes out for that one.
For sure, man. Hey, for real, man. I don't know how y'all feeling, cause I'm good for a minute, but
shoot, was it 11?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hang out for a little bit, but I gotta get these kids up in the morning, so I gotta make sure they're in bed. It's super late, but they'll stay up until I fall asleep.
that's what kids do.
Right. So, but yeah, I'm here for a little bit longer though.
I mean, if we hanging, I can hang for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
for sure. The crazy part, I'm sitting outside. I'm out by the pool and shit. I know my wife. Fuck, I hope she ain't asleep. But I went to go grab another beer, and my door locked and shit.
Oh,
Yeah, I know how to break in if I got to.
Yeah.
But I texted her a few minutes ago, like, "Hey, I'm locked out. Can you come and lock this back door and shit?" But you
Man.
know, I ain't tripping. I also go, I
We'll
gotta keep.
figure it out. You know how we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We good to go. We good to go. But
Yeah, I'm usually in Vegas. Shoot, I try to make it out there 2-3 times a year. So the next time
okay.
I'm out there, I'll hit you up, man.
Yeah, hit me up, bro. For sure. For sure. We out here kicking it, man. I'm a Bay dude. Q in the Bay right now. I wish I could be in the Bay, but you can't afford to live in the Bay unless probably damn near can't afford to live in LA. I mean, unless you had a house already, but
Yeah,
it's tough.
I'm right now. I'm in Oxnard right now, which is like an hour north of LA. So that's where I'm at right now.
Okay, for sure, for
It's a
sure.
little bit more affordable than LA, not
Yeah.
by much.
Yeah, that was the thing with us. That was the thing with us. It was like we could move an hour outside of the Bay, but it was like we could buy a really fat house in LA. I mean, not in LA, in Vegas,
Yeah,
and we an hour flight away from home. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right. Yeah, that's what we're looking at. Probably in the next couple years, trying to relocate to Vegas. That's the plan. So, I mean, that might be the move for us down the line too.
For sure, for sure. Hey,
Yeah,
it's what it
he
is.
in LA, but he's still in Cali. Shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, that shit's
Yeah.
still California. Last I checked.
Hey,
That's still a number.
damn.
That's still a number out here, man.
I'm a Cali dude, man. I'm a Bay
Hey,
dude. I'm
but,
a Cali dude, man. It's rough, bro.
like
It's rough.
Jay-Z and old girl say, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. You can make it in Cali, man. You can make it anywhere.
I believe that. I believe
Real
that,
talk. Like,
man.
no offense to nobody else wherever y'all from, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, right.
Hey, I'm Cali all day. You know me, Q.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm Cali all day, man.
We gonna make it do what it do.
For sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I miss it out there, man. I miss it out there, man.
Man.
Well, but let's try to tap in, man, later in the week, man. Even if it's just a little preview for the game, even if it's 30 minutes.
Yeah.
We'll try to figure it out and try to get back on.
For sure, man. Honestly, yeah. Let's come on later. We'll come on later in the week sometime. I know it's hard with life and shit. I know Q especially. You work hella late all the time and shit.
Life's gonna do what it's gonna do, man. But
we'll
ain't
come
nothing like
on.
talking Raider talk,
Later in the
man.
week. Mike, thank you for being here, man. I
Yo.
guess we finna get out of here in a second, man. Love y'all for being here, man. Come fuck with us later in the week and fuck with Big Mike Raider for sure too.
Yes, sir.
Man,
Yes, sir. Yo, thanks for having me on, man. Thanks for having me on,
For
fellas.
sure,
Hopefully we do this again soon.
For sure, anytime. Much love. Hey, Raider Nation, everyone in the building, man. Much love. Hey, my wife finally came down to unlock the door.
Make sure y'all like
Thank
this
you,
show,
thank
man. Subscribe, all that good shit, man.
Yeah, for sure. Subscribe to everyone's channel, man, and keep it Raider, 100%.
Keep it Raider, 1000%.
Hey, we love y'all, man. Peace. We out of here. Yay! From the Bay to the yay, yay, yay.
All day.
All day.